Christie Lamb on Planet Country with Broken Record.
Just before you continue, Big Stu, just a reminder to jump on social media, facebook.com/Planet Country Radio, or just search Planet Country-Official Radio Show. We're also on Twitter at PC Radio Show, capital P, capital C. And my favourite, Instagram, our username is Planet Country Radio. Back to Twitter. We just got a tweet came in from Daniel from Washington State, who is Christie Lamb's biggest fan in America. He's actually tuning in right now. That's the power of the internet, Big Stu. I've been over this. The internet is a big deal. You need to get on there.
The internet. So Daniel is in, where's it, Washington State? So by my calculations, 1 o'clock in the morning or
something
thereabouts?
like that. We'll have to jump on and actually check it. But
we'll just say late.
That's dedication.
That
so
is.
I think he has earned the number one Christie Lamb fan in America, maybe even in the world.
That's right, and welcome to the program, Daniel. Now, of course, we've spoken with Christie a few times now, most notably our interview in the storeroom at the Colonial Hotel, but we also caught up with her at the Sydney Country Music Festival last week. Now, before we play the interview, we should backtrack to our discussion with the Wolf Brothers last week that will help provide some context to what we asked Christie about.
For those that missed it, here's what the Wolf Brothers said about touring with Christie Lamb.
We got her to drive us home from one of the gigs the other week, and it was the first time she's driven since she's come back from America.
Was she on the right side of the road?
Not all the time. No,
She did go up a one-way street at one point, but probably not the way the street was running.
Of course, that was Nick and Tom Wolf. Tom
Yes.
mentioned the one-way street thing. So we simply had talked about driving incident with Christie Lamb when we spoke to her the next day, and here's how it all went down.
Well, we're here at Bella Vista Farm for the Sydney Country Music Festival, and it's a big Planet Country welcome again to one of our favourite artists, Christie Lamb.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you've literally just stepped off the stage, spent a bit of time signing after a rocking set. How was the experience?
It was great. I mean, I love the idea. I love Bella Vista Park. It's a great spot for this, and I think New
It's a
South
farm
Wales
in the middle of
needs
suburbia. It's
some more
bizarre.
festivals. You know, Queensland's got a lot of them. I'm proud that Sydney's got one, and I hope it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Absolutely. Now, you've been busy, of course, touring with Lee Kernaghan. It must be nice to get the band back together and, play a big festival in your own right.
It is. It's been a little while. I think we went to Nashville halfway through July, and that would have been last time I spoke to you guys. And I think we've done one gig since. We did the Denny Ute muster, and that was like high and by, just like today was.
Ships that pass in the night.
But we've got a few more gigs coming up again, so it's going to be fun.
Fantastic.
Now, last time we spoke, we were in a storeroom at the Colonial Hotel in Wellington,
right.
recording an interview with a lot of echo.
Yeah, that's right. And a guy coming in halfway through to get a case of beer. It was quite surreal.
Yeah.
But I remember setting that up with you saying, "Oh, we'll grab a chat at the pub," thinking there'll be a quiet corner somewhere. What was I thinking?
No, not at the pubs.
You were about to jump on a plane in Nashville, as you mentioned. How did the trip work out? How was the songwriting?
It was good. It was really good. Everyone keeps asking, "Oh, when are we going to hear the songs?" And no, it was really good. I think we've got a few good ones, but just been so flat out, stepping off a plane and getting 1 week to learn all Lee's stuff, and every week it's been touring with him, which I'm certainly not complaining about.
We'll get to that. We've got some very specific questions about that tour, but when you were in Nashville, you got to play a spot at the iconic 3rd and Lindsley Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us about that. A lot of people have played there, a lot of famous people.
Yeah, it was an amazing venue, and having a 6-piece. I got a 6-piece band behind me, so it was pretty cool. Jonathan came over with us as well, and he didn't know what to do with himself. He had so much room to play and not play at the same time because there was so many other instruments. We had banjo, we had dobro, we had drums, many guitars, mandolin, just bass, everything you could think of. It was awesome to be able to do like the full album production live. It was
and how did the fans like it that were in the crowd?
They were good. Yeah, I think they
in Music City, they just love music, I think.
On the right side because I said g'day to start off with. How y'all doing? And then I mixed it with the y'all, and they were like...
Now, when we were in the storeroom, we mentioned earlier, you'd just been on the road with Amber Lawrence and Elise Simmons as the Girls of Country. Now, at the time, we suggested that you should be recording an album. Now, you were coy. That's probably the right way to say it. We couldn't get a scoop. Yesterday, we spoke to Amber.
Yep.
She wouldn't give anything away either, which begs the question. Here's my question. Is it going to be harder to get you girls into the studio than it was to get the Eagles together? I mean, does hell have to freeze over? What's it going to take? Is it just scheduling?
It is a lot of scheduling, but Amber's just put out a live album, and we got one song in there, so that might be the start of something. I don't know yet. Hopefully
she's teasing us.
We'll put the feelers out.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you're going to be busy now with doing your own album after the songwriting in America, so the girls will have to wait.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of being busy, you've been touring with Lee Kernaghan, we mentioned that, and the Wolf Brothers. Now, we spoke to the Wolfies yesterday about you being the only girl
what did they
on
say?
tour.
What prompted it was seeing your post on Facebook showing that you had your dressing room to yourself.
Yes, I
Not the
did.
store. You had your own storeroom. Now, we thought, surely with a bunch like the Wolfies, as we call them,
Yes.
there must have been a heap of practical joking going on. Have they been treating you okay? We're very concerned.
They've been pretty good. I mean, there's lots of eventful and interesting van rides together. But
Now, actually, I'm gonna ask you something about that. They told us about you driving them home after they'd had a few
no.
drinks, and they said, "Look, you were driving like you were still in America." So, what was that about? The wrong side of the road, or
well,
something?
I haven't even been in. I have a little Golf over here, and I haven't drove it since before July. I've never drove even interstate. It's only been local driving for me because I've always got the band and the boys driving me around. I haven't really thought about it, and they were all on the drink. Too many fireballs. No warning. Just like, oh, you're driving, and I thought, haha, very funny because I've never drove for them. It's always the boys driving, and they're like, no, I'm serious. You got to drive, and I was like, what? I'm used to my little Golf, and we've got a massive van to drive. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Brody was the only one who knew where the van was parked, so he was in the back of the van.
There's a song in that.
And
Where's the van?
Jonathan was at my side, freaking out at the same time, which didn't help. So we went out the gate, and Jonathan's like, just to the right. The venue's just to the right. That's all you got to do. I was like, okay. So I went to turn right. Brody, being a little bit under the influence, thought he was talking really clearly and loudly that we could have heard, but it was more like, you can't turn that way. It's
You can't turn that way. Was it
And-
more like that?
Yeah. So I've gone to turn right and not realising it's a one-way street. So all I see is headlights coming up, and I'm like, oh, God. So I'm turning around, doing a U-turn, and then they're like, oh, no, turn right now. But then because I'm in a Golf, everything's opposite. So then the windscreen was going instead of the indicators, and Brody's in the back going, I love my life. This is so funny. So this is going to go down in our book one day. So
Absolutely.
there you go. It was an
We can't
eventful
wait to read
ride.
it. Are there many more dates in the tour coming up?
We've got 2 more weeks. We've got 5 dates in Victoria, and then the last week we've got Penrith Panthers and Newcastle to.
So plenty more
So
stories to
Sydney
come.
gig at Penrith. Make sure people get along to
Yes.
that. That'll be fantastic.
Plenty of more stories and pranks to come.
Plenty more opportunities.
And then what's after that? Do you head into the studio to work on these songs, or is there? Do you get a break? I suppose is the
no,
question.
the week following after that, I'm back with the Girls of Country doing that.
okay,
We're going
yeah.
to South Australia, and then
To record the album.
yes,
not
yes, of
giving
course.
us
And we've got a few dates out west in Mudgee and Dubbo and Orange, and a few more of my own dates. We've got a Rudy Hill show on December the 6th with my band, and then back at the Colonial December 11th.
And is there a
it's
Tamworth?
Tamworth.
I was going to say, is there something locked in? We've been asking the artists, and some of them have got things locked in
I'm
already.
doing 2 shows this year. The first Sunday, I think it's the 17th, I'll be in one of the back rooms with a Viper Creek band.
Right, okay.
7 o'clock show. So you can ring the venue to get the tickets. And the following Friday is the Girls of Country at Blazers on Friday at 1:30.
That'll be a huge gig for sure. Well, we can't wait to hear new music from Christie Lamb. Thanks so much for spending time with us on Planet Country.
No worries. Thanks for having me.